Hi, Jason here, designer, founder, and shaper for Hydrus Board Tech. For nearly a decade now, Hydrus has been known to build the highest performing whitewater river hard composite boards. In the flat water world, we have some of the highest reviewed inflatable boards. After much anticipation, we are finally unveiling a beautiful culmination of the two. Here we have the Axis 8.8 and Axis 9.8 inflatable whitewater boards. We finally did it, and for reasons very personal to me and all of us here, this board is extra special, and it always will be. The Axis model here was the last design that I got to work on with my brother Nick before his accident on the Payette River, late August of 2021. We spent a lot of time together designing and testing this board. We were very excited for this to be our first big whitewater inflatable model. So it'll always be very special. So we know our Armalite hardboards, they come with a big price tag, and they're not necessarily a board that everyone can afford, nor are they a board that everyone can handle experience or skill-wise. My brother loved this sport more than anything else that we did together. My dream is for this board to be part of his legacy and even become a flagship model for Hydrus, or maybe even the entire sport of whitewater paddleboarding. Your board will come with a Paddle Like Nick logo on it, either here or on the bottom here. And I'm going to make sure that despite the better materials and more expensive construction that we use, that the price is going to be right for anyone that's serious about getting into the sport for the first time, to the best paddlers in the world that feel like they want and need to add this fun board to their quiver. So let's get into it. Here we have the Axis 8.8 and the Axis 9.8 whitewater river boards, engineered and designed by Nick Zawadski and myself. The 8.8 is 8'8" by 34.5 inches, fully inflated, and weighs 26 pounds. The 9.8 is 35.5 inches and weighs 29 pounds. The goal of this design is to create a whitewater board that's rigid, durable, and better performing in a wider variety of conditions than others. And like I'd said, it had to be a board that the best riders in the world, like my brother was, will feel like they need to have, but also it needs to be a board that people starting off or progressing in the sport will feel really confident and comfortable on. I have been paddling it myself for a while now, and it's fun. It just works. And it's really forgiving. It's fast for an 8.8 or 9.8 board. It surfs great for an inflatable. And it's basically good, if not great, at everything. And I gotta say, looks aren't everything, but this board's got them. It's sleek and clean and just looks great on the water, especially on the water. For the Axis or any other river board, the amount of front and rear rocker is key. Not too little and not too much. Too much rocker and it looks like a banana, and the board will become really slow and it'll paddle terribly. So you lose the big advantage of carrying momentum or inertia through rapids. On the other hand, if a board has too little rocker or is too flat, the front will crash into waves and kill your momentum, and it could be more difficult to surf deeper waves. With the right rocker, you are better able to control your board. You'll get tossed around a lot less, and there will be a much quicker or shorter learning curve, and the board will just be more fun to paddle overall. Us being somewhat snobby, really high performance hardboard builders, the bounce and flexibility of a lot of other inflatable boards was something that we really wanted to engineer out. And our ideas, they seem to work. This board has a better feel and more stiffness than any other inflatable that we have compared it to. We have 2 layers of our PVC, with a third abrasion-resistant material sandwiched in between. The triple-layer rails are extra reinforced, and the seams are engineered to last forever as long as the board is taken care of and not stored in the sun for too long. And these boards are lightweight. This 8.8 is only 26 pounds. The traction pad here is an upgraded higher density material that is quite a bit more durable than the usual EVA pads, so it is river boot capable, whereas most other boards might get tore up over time. Plus, you can see that we've set this pad back as far as we could while giving people this handle right here. Experienced riders will tell you that being able to set more weight back as far as possible and lift the front is a big deal as your riding and surfing progresses. D-rings. We like this D-ring placement here for strapping down all sorts of stuff if you ever need to. But it's also not in your way at all if you don't need to. And if you'd like some more D-rings, maybe some back here like some of our other models, if you can see that, just make a note on your order. We'd be fine throwing some in if we have them in stock and you can glue them down yourself. Fins. Okay, fins can get tricky on whitewater boards. Shallow rivers need shallow fins. Big, deep rivers need bigger fins. Surfing needs a certain type of fin. Certain riders, they don't like fins at all, no matter what, and they love to tell you about it. We love the simplicity of this and versatility of this fin system here. It just works. You're not stuck with one fin that might be good in shallow water, but then is terrible in other conditions or terrible for surfing. With this here, you have a lot of different options. So your board will come with all these fins. You get 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of these little guys. And I just have one here for some reason. For shallow water, let's see, these in front plus these are a great combination. Deeper water, or when you need extra direction, these larger twins in the back and longer fins in the front boxes will have this short board paddling pretty darn straight and fast. So for surfing, this is, let's see, this is fun and loose, or this is fun and loose, or if the water's stronger, you can put some longer twins back here, or you can mix and match. And these boxes, they are universal, meaning you're not stuck using our proprietary fins at all. You can mix and match with completely different fins if you'd like. These days, there are some really cool fins being 3D printed or molded out there by small surfer-owned companies or hobbyists. Give them your money. As far as not having a single trailing fin back here, we have found that on these high-volume boards like this, these twins back here and being able to play around with and figure out different quad fin combinations is better in all conditions. Better in shallow water, deep water, even surfing. If you think that you need a single long fin back here, like pretty much all other boards have, you need to try this first. In the past, we have built boards with deep channels, all different types of fins, from flip-up fins to all the rest. This setup here just makes the most sense for this type of board. For the side boxes here, we are using a box now that nobody else, in the US at least, is using yet. And it's a big upgrade from the normal FCS side boxes that everyone's been using on inflatables for years now. They are a lot stronger. They're made out of a more expensive polycarbonate material versus a TPU plastic. Plus, they have metal inserts to screw the grub screws into, which keeps the fins from falling out if you hit something, which can be a problem with a lot of other boards. These are click-ins, but you can also use the grub screws, and there are 4 of them. And you can use either our fins or any other FCS 2-tab fins. On the back here, we have a simple little water release wedge. As a shaper and a person that's ridden a lot of different types of boards, you realize the effect that water cleanly releasing off the tail instead of rounding over the tail has on the speed of the board. This isn't necessary, but it's just a little extra something that we could do to cut down on the drag of an inflatable board with rounded rails and a rounded tail. Just being on the back here and not the sides keeps the rails really forgiving and stable in side chop, which inflatables are known to be. And there you have it. The new Axis whitewater riverboards from Hydrus. Get them while you can. We focus on building small batches of all the boards, and I think that this one's going to run out fast. Thank you so much for the support. Our customers are amazing. We love you guys. And we love all types of paddleboarding, especially river paddling. So thank you for allowing us to do what we do, and we realize it is truly a blessing. Now, get out there and enjoy the water. Thank you.